A very slim and light Ultrabook. Apple is all about that, as we know. But yeah, the 13-inch here is definitely not hard to lug around, especially if you're a college student like myself. The speakers on this thing are also really great. They're stereo, they're very loud, and I love listening to music on a daily basis with this laptop. And of course, you get to control the volume with the touch bar. And speaking of the touch bar, as I've said in previous videos, it is not some groundbreaking thing. It's not a life-changing feature, but it is definitely nice. There are some uses with it. You know, some apps do have specialized little buttons that will pop up, like for example, Safari. If you open that up and you have multiple tabs open, you can switch between tabs by just tapping on your touch bar. You also have, you know, bookmarks and such. You get a dedicated Siri button as well, and with iMessage you can choose your emoji right on the touch bar. And right at the end here you have a power button and Touch ID sensor, and I'll tell you what, this is more life-changing than the actual touch bar itself. I really do enjoy unlocking with my fingerprint and also paying for stuff with my fingerprint. The trackpad is also humongous. I absolutely love it, especially for light video editing and just going through the UI. I mean, you have so much space to do the multi-touch gestures and just slide in for the notification panel and just to click and drag all the way around. You know, it's much bigger obviously than the 2015 MacBook Pro's trackpad, much bigger. It's like 70% of my hand here, so it's a pretty big trackpad. And of course, Apple is known for making some of the best, if not the best, trackpads. You get haptic feedback, and overall it's just a joy to use. And of course, we cannot forget to talk about the keyboard on this laptop, and I'll tell you, it took a minute to get used to. First I really liked it, then I was kind of like, it's kind of shallow and not super clicky, but the more you use it, the more you get accustomed to it, and I actually really like it now. It's not the best keyboard ever, okay? Like, this is not the best keyboard you can get on a laptop, but I like how big the keys are, they're clicky, they're tactile, and so far I have had no issues, you know, getting any dust underneath the keys or anything. And even if I did, which is, you know, obviously not ideal, Apple will replace them for like a year or two or whatever their policy is. You know, you are covered if that happens, but these do feature a new generation of butterfly switches, so I wouldn't worry too much. But yeah, overall the experience for me is just fine and dandy. I mean, I really do enjoy typing up documents and responding to emails on this device, and if you're somebody who types a whole lot, you're not going to have any issues with this keyboard. And also ultimately, this keyboard, you know, being as slim as it is, keeps this laptop slim and light, especially with all these high quality build materials that you have with it. Next up, let's talk displays here, and of course Apple makes some of the best laptop displays on the market. This one on the 13-inch Pro is sharp, it's bright, it's very color accurate, and great for everything from, you know, typing up a document, watching a movie, to actual creative work. You know, I have done some Photoshop work on here, Lightroom editing, video editing, gaming, and I've had absolutely no issues. It's also a decent media consumption device as well, you know, for watching YouTube and Netflix, etc. So yeah, overall, the display here is one of the best you can get. It's 2560 by 1600. It's 16 by 9. You get extra screen resolution vertically, so you have more, you know, window space. You can multitask just fine. It's definitely big enough to do schoolwork,